What is up, man? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, to all my subscribers, I changed the channel's name over to the Savage Family. It's a long time coming. I've made tons of prison videos. I've done interviews. I've covered crazy stories. I will still continue to do that, but I'm more so focused on the family aspect of things. That's just where my heart is. That's the direction my heart's taking me with the channel. I don't live my life in prison. I'm not in jail. I don't hang out with gang members. So, you know, the channel doesn't necessarily need to be about all that stuff anyhow. A good story is a good story. A good topic's a good topic. And if I've got enough life experience and on my journey, you know, in life, then I will speak on it. If not, then I won't. Today we're talking about something called the Black National Anthem. I've never heard about it up until now. I'm going to share my thoughts. It may or may not be controversial to y'all, but we'll see, you know what I'm saying? But before I get into it, be sure, if you want, smash that thumbs up. If not, smash that thumbs down. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel just in case you want to watch. If you want to watch to hate and make some ridiculous comments, at least be notified of when every time I drop a video so you can be the first one to thumbs down and drop a diss. You know what I mean? If you don't, you know, hit the bell notification. You'll be notified to be the first one to drop a positive comment. Show some love, show some support to the family. I know my hair is wild too. Whew. Sheesh. Sheesh. It's long. But I'm like Samson, man. I'm telling you, my strength is in my hair. But before we get into all that, I do want to say that I respect everyone's culture. I respect everyone's ethnicity. I respect everybody's point of view. And I don't want this to be a one-sided thing where you guys think I'm trying to haul off on one race or pit myself against another race. At the end of the day, I got friends from every race, man. That's just the way it goes. I got people I consider brothers from every single race and ethnical group. You know what I mean? So I think I want to start off by saying this, right? The national anthem is the nation's anthem, right? For the nation. All inclusive, not divisive, you know, doesn't exclude anybody. There's nowhere in the song does it say only for whites and Mexicans, or not blacks, or not Asians, or anybody. It's just a nation. If you're in the nation, the song is for you. That's your jam. It's not divisive. So, the Black Anthem, right? The Black National Anthem. I don't even know if that's technically what it's supposed to be called. But I do want to say that it's a beautiful song. Like, if you haven't listened to it, I just listened to it. I read the lyrics. It's a very beautiful song, very empowering, very uplifting. So it being called the Black National Anthem, that's a weird name. It's almost contradictory to be the Black National Anthem. So I don't know if that's what it's called. I want to say that's not what the name of the song actually really is. However, I think a lot of people out there are going to say, hey, that's kind of divisive. You know, that is very excluding to anyone who isn't black or of the African American descent. So I would like to know, how does somebody feel, right? How is somebody supposed to feel on the opposite end that isn't black, but that is a part of the nation, that is involved in being in the nation? You know, this country is a beautiful country plagued by a lot of bad people, a lot of racist people, a lot of ignorant people. But at the end of the day, is making an exclusionary anthem, or one that's just, are calling it the Black National Anthem, if that's what it's being called, do you think that's the right move? Especially in today's climate, you know, it's not just, you don't just see, you know, whites and blacks going at it anymore. There's a lot of negative energy right now amongst black and brown, unfortunately, with these like weird little random attacks. And, you know, of course, good and cooler heads will always prevail, which is a beautiful thing. However, let's just be real, man. It's like you can only want so much. Like, are you serious? Like, think about it. The Black National Anthem it's not inclusive. You're not including any other. All you're doing is taking a stand and making sure everyone hears and recognizes you and your people, right? I mean, at the very best, someone like myself who isn't black, or a white guy or an Asian guy or a Palestinian guy or a Jewish guy or whoever, at very best, we can sit there, enjoy the song, support the song, but we can't feel included. It's a black national anthem. So we could support it, you know, out of love for our friends and out of love for everyone we know who is African American, and especially if we're very strong supporters in the fact that there's a lot of injustices and wrongdoings towards the African American community. But we don't got a Mexican national anthem in this country. You know, this country is American country, you know. We don't have a Japanese national anthem. We don't have Native American national anthems, and so on and so forth. So, doesn't that seem a little one-sided, a little unfair? At the end of the day, like, there's nothing wrong with celebrating who you are, who your people are, you know, the struggles that you've went through. Because triumph is the most beautiful reward, right? Like, it's the best thing to make songs about overcoming and being, you know, triumphant, you know, against adversity. So I get that part, you know, but you have to understand that this nation is a nation of plenty colors, and there's a lot of communities, and a lot of people of color are, you know, done wrong. And I don't know, listen, I just don't want to see negativity, tense feelings, more hatred stirred. And this almost seems like it will have the reverse effect of something positive. This kind of stuff only breeds more resentment from people who are already narrow-minded. See, I don't consider myself to be narrow-minded. I don't consider myself to be stuck in a box. Like, I can actually reach somewhere up in here and in here and take something away from it and understand the logic to why they feel like they would want, you know, is it just for this year, for this season in the NFL that they're doing this, or is this going to be a permanent thing? Is it something that you guys want, you know, permanently installed right before the national anthem, or is this the new national anthem that you want to have? There's a bunch of questions that people have and are unsure. Maybe they're not familiar with the Black Lives Matter movement. Maybe they're not familiar with a lot of like agendas, you know, and they don't know. So people sometimes, when they don't know something or they're strangers to something, they automatically will write it off as being negative or just something that's not, you know, in the best interest of the nation, right? So think about it from this point. This is only going to make the haters hate even harder. And it's hard to call it, man. I'm going to be real with you guys. And I got black brothers, man. I'm going to be real with y'all. That's a stretch, man. To have a black national anthem, that's a stretch. That's a stretch. I feel like it's very, very divisive. I feel like it will really, at the end of the day, only breed more hate from the narrow-minded. That's probably where I'm coming from the most, right? Is like, I'm not agreeing with the logic. I don't mind the song. It's a beautiful song. And I don't even mind supporting it and standing up and boom, you know, get my fist for it. I'm not tripping on that. But like, let's just think about the logic. Like, there's a lot of smart individuals who run and are, you know, leading these campaigns, you know, and these militias and these armies and all this good stuff, you know what I mean? The cause, you feel me? And so they really know. They're very well aware, and they have a lot of money, and they're in high positions, and they know what this will breed. Roger Goodell, you know, head of the NFL. Last time I checked, I haven't really paid attention to it since I've been out. I'm not gonna lie. For him to condone this, they know what they're doing, man. Like, sometimes I really believe that unrest, the word unrest, U-N-R-E-S-T, unrest is what the bigger scheme of things really is. I don't think people want things to die down. I think that a lot of different sides are pushing a lot of different agendas. And I just think that, like, unless this is a seasonal thing, just committed and put as a tribute for this horrible year with George Floyd, what's the other one? The jogger, Ahmad Aubrey or something like that. Breonna Taylor and all them. You know, God bless their souls. And I marched, personally was in the protests to support, you know. If it's in a tribute for this season, for this year, then yes. But if this is something that's like something that's going to become like a new norm, or this is something that you guys want to be a permanent thing, don't expect to be greeted or received by not only the white community with positivity, but even the Latinos, maybe even the Asians. Like, at the end of the day, nobody wants to see nobody on top of anybody. Like, we all are victims to certain things. A lot of us, there was more Caucasians that were killed by police in the last few years than anybody. Racially profiled, the African Americans, they take the cake on that one, but then so is the Hispanics. And if you got tatted up, you getting profiled more than any color, period. A convict gets profiled over anybody, any skin color, period. But at the end of the day, every race can be irritable and get irritated at the simple fact that it's like an ongoing push for more and more. Maybe my thing I would say is be more inclusive, include more of the brown culture, the Asian culture, sympathize a little bit more with the Caucasian culture, because not every white man is an evil white devil, you know. They're not all trying to just kill all black people, you know. And I'm not even saying that Black Lives Matter and other NAACP and other, you know, organizations don't have the Latinos backs, or they don't, because they are very notable and they have a heavy presence in helping our community out. But you know, at the end of the day, they push their agenda so hard, so rough, so down everybody's throat 24/7. If you're not including others, or you're not trying to make it about like a, hey, every color matters type of thing, and you just only focus on yourself, you're going to get backlash, and you're going to lose support. Because right now, y'all got everyone's support. You got the Latino support. Y'all got the Asian community support. Y'all even got most of the white community support. But that does not mean that take unreasonably. No. Get the justice, raise the awareness, you know, obtain the objective for which you set out on, and be good with that. You know what I'm saying? And as anything presents itself, a new obstacle, overcome it, teach whoever the oppressor is their lesson, make sure they don't do that again, boom, move on to the next one. But don't go digging and try to make an issue out of every little thing that's presented, because it's 2020. It's a bad, ugly year, and we all going through it. Every community deserves dignity, respect, recognition. Every community is going through tough times. I get it. You know, the rich white people are the enemy, and the lower class, middle class, we stick together. Like, I get that, you know, to a certain extent. But at the end of the day, that just because they rich and they white don't make them evil. You know what I'm saying? Just because they're from Tennessee, considered a redneck, don't make them evil. You know what I'm saying? Bad cops, I've seen them personally. The most racist cops I've seen were Mexican, brown skin. They hated anybody who was Mexican. Inmates. Trust me, I done seen it all, man. Like, I got love and respect, and if they play a black national anthem, I will show support, because I'm not a hater. And I got black brothers. So, and this is something I will say right to them. They know me. They know I speak my opinion, and it is what it is. But if this is something that's going to be every season, they're going to play this, and then you know what? I don't want to hear you crying about shit when we asked to play a Mexican national anthem right after that one, if not before. Play us somewhere in that motherfucker, right? And then when the Asians want to get on, and then and what? Do the whites get a white national anthem too? No, because then that's racist. Come on, man, get it together, man. Snap out of that shit, man. Just thought I'd drop this quick video, man. Get up in the comment section with something smart, man. Regardless of what you feel about me, you watch this video. Jump up in the comment section. Let me know what you think, man. I wasn't trying to sound one-sided or biased by anything, but I got an opinion. I'm going to give it. I got a platform. It is what it is. You love me, you hate me. Y'all already know that's never stopped me before. So, like I said, if you liked the video, smash that thumbs up. Welcome to the Savage Family channel. Brittany's dropping a video on her other channel, on Brittany Savage channel right now. She's working on it. It's going to be a good one, the tear jerker. But other than that, much love, much respect. Yo, boy, I'm out. Deuces.